It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams and the Wizards, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Wizards of Louisville taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Visitors, Louisville, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Bad Lewis, welcome back to Challenge Summit. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are, the episode of the Louisville Wizards Cupcake Relocation franchise right here on Madden 24. If you missed any of the episodes of it on the channel, the playlist.
Comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Hopefully, this back over 500 will actually put the Wizards in the playoffs, but they have to be careful what they're doing here. They have to come out with the victory here.
If I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
D'Angelo Morgan, incomplete.
This one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this early drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw.
Incomplete, intended for King Henry. And Henry missed that one. They're going to go for it. The Wizards are going to gamble here.
And start clicking on those key third down throws.
Gambling on 4th down, and they get it to Webster for the first down.
This well field across the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Webster.
Again to Webster in there for the touchdown.
For a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Get this up, and it is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Rams nothing. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first.
Here we go now. As the Rams set up shop for their first of the...
Throwing Jones.
Mac Jones goes down! Fumble recovered!
This will be scooped up by the defense.
By the Wizards and a touchdown! Holy smokes! Unbelievable!
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he
My
didn't have to go
goodness
too far.
gracious, folks!
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Mac Jones
Meanwhile, the
caught his man.
He's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Jones.
Pass is caught.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to pick up there at 22. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a fourth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Incomplete on 3rd and inches. Where we are now.
You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll look to throw again.
Incomplete. They're going to have to kick a field goal here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't
Back
been
to pass. He caught it. First down. Head ball.
That's a big miss.
4th and inches. They decided to call an audible there. Call it different. That's a play that they had to go for that. Akers is in for the score.
To perfection, touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him till the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time.
The man they call X with the catch.
The last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert.
King Henry catches the football, but he staggered his way. He couldn't turn on the Jets. He went out of bounds, but what a catch. That is the end of the first quarter. High-scoring game here. 14-7.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Oh, he fakes the spike. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Holding on the offense, I guarantee you.
Offside. Defense.
Offsides on defense, okay.
And
Okay.
that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Henry will take it in. Touchdown. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. LA readies for its next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
So here we are, folks. Second quarter, 3:49 and counting here. They give it to Akers. Akers again is stopped.
We got an injury, and yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Jones.
Jones goes down again in a huff. Good gravy. My goodness.
Getting home there for a loss of 11.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect
If
this
only
early
the
lead.
Wizards played this kind of game the last couple of weeks, that they could have really used that to propel them to the playoffs.
You take it right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50.
Here
First
we
and
go
10.
now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
What a catch by Stinson.
It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Clean on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The second one there to me.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them the
Touchdown, King Henry again.
Henry with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Wizards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fairbairn's kick is ready. And here we go.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Incomplete, and I believe we got a roughing the passer call.
This might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Henry told
Sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're
Akers
going to
again, and he gets nowhere. 4 rushes, 5 yards, and a touchdown for Akers.
They're going to be diligent about throwing.
That's the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning
Into
it
the end zone.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense back out now. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about
a buck 13 left to play here in the half.
Time for that.
And the Wizards up 28-7, going to try to extend the lead here.
You put 6 on the
And Barwin goes down a loss of 6.
Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's 2nd down.
Ready?
2nd and long. He finds his man complete. It's Webster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Drill 52.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw.
But that is the end of the half, 28-7.
Brings us to the end of this first half of play. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Incomplete again.
The middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To To throw again on second down. Jones. That's out to the flat for Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Incomplete again. Are they going to go for the punter or are they going to go for it?
Into a short gain.
They're going to punt it.
But it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick.
Oh, no. No, 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 no.
A punt as he gets this away.
Offsides on McNair.
Spotted at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Charleston McNair, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5.
4th and 1, they're going to go for it here. Back to pass, Jones to throw, incomplete again.
And it's incomplete.
My goodness, he could not come up with it.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down. Several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this has been a
5 yards or 5 rushes, 2 yards from Akers.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And they caught it finally in that catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
And down goes Max Jones, a loss.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go, back to pass. Jones looking. Jones is in trouble. Jones goes down again. 4th and 25.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And that's going to end the 4th quarter. No, it's not. There's the punt.
4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this
Look at King Henry with them stiff arms.
Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And a Louisville 1st down.
Ready.
1st down carry for Henry. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
And Braxton Hick,
right
or
now,
Pitts
they
rather,
wanna
is
show
down.
the world they're up to the challenge.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season.
There's D'Angelo Morgan. Morgan with the first down.
Look here, and we'll step aside. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Hutchinson.
The man they call X on the run completion.
Crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Shot. 17. Set.
Henry up the middle.
King Henry fighting for yardage.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8.
Ready?
Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first.
It looks like
Again,
Deion Webster
2,
is out.
3rd and 1.
He's hurt.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And King Henry gets there. 2-minute warning.
Down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Wizards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up
And down goes. He goes with the buck 54 left.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
We're playing this one for pride, folks.
That they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down.
Mac Jones incomplete.
It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Incomplete. 3rd and 10 with the buck 20 left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And down goes Mac Jones again.
Here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
The Wizards playing one of their best games all season long here.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Oh, what a catch.
Find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jones back to pass. Jones caught his man. But that's going to be the end of the game. The game is over. The game is over, and the Wizards control this one hard.
It's a victory for our visitors. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2,
My
3,
goodness.
and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Louisville, they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for LA, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.
All right, folks. All right, so there you have it. Do the Wizards make the playoffs with that win? That is the questions we're asking ourselves. Do the Wizards make the playoffs with that win? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I think the teams are pretty much sewed up here. I think the teams are pretty much sewed up here. I do not think that they make the wild card. I'm going to find out right now. I don't think they do. No. The Wizards do not make the playoffs again, folks. Thus meaning we got another season ahead of us. If you're new, scratch the claw marks at the bottom right here corner screen. Come to the One Pack fam. Today, step and bite into the bell icon. Become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. We'll see you in the next episode. Off-season time. And staff moves, all that other good stuff. Remember, always stay hungry like the wolf. Ah.